So walking up through my garden, looking at this at first glance, you might think that I have a really sick dog that was out here and threw up all over the place. But actually, this is a dog vomit slime mold. The proper term, I believe, is, and I'm probably going to murder the pronunciation, Fuglio septica. It's also known as dog vomit slime mold, or scrambled egg slime mold. It's pretty disgusting to look at initially. And actually yesterday when it first appeared, it was a bright yellow. Over time it then turns to more of a tan color like it is today, and then within probably another day or two, it will get to be like a pillowy white color. So even though it's pretty disgusting looking, it actually has a lot of beneficial properties. It's not toxic to animals, plants, humans. It just kind of does its thing. It eats microorganisms that are found in the decaying matter, such as, like, in the forest, you'd find it on logs or, along the forest floor where there's decaying wood and stuff. But if you are using mulch either in your flower beds or in, like I do here, like pathways in the garden, or even in the garden raised beds themselves, sometimes you'll see this stuff pop up and it will work its way through in there. It can remove heavy metals from the soils, like zinc, and so it actually has some beneficial properties. It can also be used in some types of medical things. It's got properties that fight cancer cells and antimicrobial properties. So, it's got some good stuff going on, no matter what it looks like. Appearances sometimes can be deceiving. So while this has the name slime mold, it's not actually a mold, aka fungus, at all. It's not a plant, it's not an animal, it's actually a plastid. I am not going to go into all the scientific families and genealogy, or classifications, I guess, not genealogy, but the scientific classifications of the plastid. You can look that up yourself, but it kind of comes together and forms into one big mass. So plastids have spores that are moved around by the wind and insects, and they converge and then divide into this singular giant cell that really has millions of nuclei in it. And it's then at that point it's known as a plasmodium. They come together and form basically a larger plasmodium, and then they move as like this big mass of protoplasm. And that's the weird thing, when you look at that thing, it just looks like this big pile there, but it actually moves about 1 millimeter per hour. And that they're moving along, and that's how they feed on the microorganisms in the decaying plant matter. So if you come across these weird looking things, whether you're in the forest or out walking around the mulch on your garden, you can let them be. They'll be okay. They will do some good things for your soil. I did have a bunch of this last year growing in one of my raised beds underneath of the okra. And there was, by the time I actually saw it, it had turned into the white pillowy form, which is later on when it starts spreading its spores again. But it kind of worked its way through, the whole area. And then eventually it just kind of dried up and most of it went away. And I just, at the end of the season, just turned it under the soil and let it be. So there you have it. Something that you might not always expect to see in your garden is some dog vomit mold, slime mold, dog vomit slime mold. So hope you found this video informative, and stop and check out our other gardening and homesteading videos. Please subscribe to our channel. Somewhere up here on top of the screen you can subscribe, and we'll hope to see you all again soon. Hope you're having a great day. Namaste.